You shouldn't be doing anything in your life that you don't love. It's like, I'm gonna make a couple of bucks doing it. You are just making a mistake, not just for you, but for the world at large. Are you yawning? Am I boring? I'm boring myself, quite honestly. Hey everybody, today we're gonna be talking about the top 5 biggest mistakes people make when getting into the crystal industry. The number 1 mistake that people make when getting into the crystal business is answering DMs from foreign dealers and buying stuff from them sight unseen. We all know that someone will slide into your DMs and be like, hey sir, you buy. Hey, my friend, leave me alone. Who are these people? Maybe let's just say you're feeling froggy that day and you respond, hey, hi, how are you? How can I help you? And they're like, I sell crystals. Here's this. And then all the scroll comes down, picture, 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 picture. A lot of the times what happens is that dealers will show you material that is not actually the material that they're gonna send you. Or if you're new and you don't really know a lot of information about the crystal industry, they might tell you that a stone is a certain stone when it's not. He's also sending me pictures of rubies and emeralds that are definitely FARC. And that leads us to the number 2 mistake that people make in the crystal business. The number 2 mistake that people make when getting into the crystal business is... Shit, I forgot. Not educating yourself as to what your crystals actually are. One of the things we're seeing frequently is misinformation and disinformation spreading throughout the industry like a virus.
Another one, thank you.
What we need to do is we need to make sure that we don't become the master overnight. And what do I mean by that? I mean that people get into the crystal business, they read half a book, they go on Google, they type in what does rose quartz do, and then all of a sudden they're out there teaching the world what crystals are all about. It's really the misinformation and disinformation that's killing us here in the crystal industry. If you're going to get into this business and you're going to be a seller and you're going to represent the industry, you need to really put your hands around it and make sure that, okay, if I'm going to start, let me pick 10 items that I can really get familiar with and only sell those 10 items. Not just let, someone from overseas send you a scroll called, hey, this is greenstone, hey, this is a jasper, this is a zebra, this is a freaking kite. You need to know exactly what you got. Then you sell it to people and people sell it to people and then everyone just starts this thing and now all of a sudden smoky quartz is freaking charcoal. If you're going to supply a material, you need to make sure, number 1, what is the material that you're supplying? Where did it come from? How was it sourced? Try just those basic things. The number 3 mistake that I see people making is not liking polished stones or not liking enhanced stones, meaning heated or treated stones, dyed stones, stones that are radiated or aura treated. You have to remember, business and personal are 2 different things. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that your client doesn't like it. And you are here to serve your client. What you like is not as important as what your client likes, what your client wants, what your client needs.
I can't.
So remember, number 1, you're not here working for yourself and what you want, you're here to serve your client. Number 4 mistake, not staying in your own lane. Stay in your own lane. Don't get involved with what other people are doing. Don't start going after other sellers. Don't start being jealous and manipulative and talking bad about other people, yada, yada, yada. That doesn't mean that you can't interact with other sellers and other dealers and build relationships and bonds. The thing you want to stay away from is trying to belittle people in their comment section. That's like one of the biggest things that I'm seeing all the time. If you're jealous, if you're salty, business might not be for you. You have to be able to put your personal feelings aside and not inject yourself on a personal level. So the 5th and final mistake that people are making in the crystal industry that I'm seeing all the time is becoming a hobbyist or an enthusiast or a collector and just jumping right into the seller's pool. I can't count the number of times I see somebody who goes from a collector or an enthusiast to a seller. They come and they buy a bunch of stuff and then they have no idea what to do with it. They haven't done diligent legwork. They've made all the 4 mistakes that we've already talked about, right? And they wind up in the seller's pool now trying to sell crystals. Why is this such a big mistake? Number 1, it's a mistake because if you're not ready to be in business, you shouldn't be getting into business. There is so much planning and preparation that needs to go into business before you start. Otherwise, you're just going to take your savings account and flush it down the toilet. Quite honestly, I think that this is one of the things that has caused the amount of misinformation and disinformation to spread. We're also seeing it with foreign dealers who are going and live streaming 24/7, who literally don't know what amethyst is, who don't know what a rose quartz is. They're just saying, oh, this is a pink stone, this is a purple stone. Someone like me who's on the back end of it has to deal with the nonsense where people come in and, hey, do you have that purple stone? And I'm like, purple stone? Do you mean amethyst? They're like, I don't know. I saw this stone and someone was calling it purple stone.
You can't keep getting away with it!
He can't keep getting away with it.
If you're going to buy from suppliers, especially overseas, really make sure that you fact check those people. Make sure that you know that they're actually real people doing what they really say that they're doing. One of the things that I really want to offer probably within the next month is I will do a business class again. I've done several of them in the past, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably announce it on Instagram. But I will do a business 101 class where I talk to people who are interested in getting into the crystal business about the fundamental ideas, about how to start. And I think that that's going to really help a lot of us and also save a lot of us a lot of trouble, because quite honestly, I'm so tired of the trade names that people just come up with for stuff. I mean, I've been in the business for over 15 years now, and let me tell you, it's just getting worse and worse by the month. So the point is, be smart, be strategic. Don't just be jumping into whatever it is. We live in a world now where everybody is just so quick to just go and do. Take a step back and really ask yourself some of the more important questions, which is, am I fully ready for this? Do I know what I'm doing? If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what you need to do. Hit it. I just hope you learned something good. I love you. See you next time.